Hello everybody, SCP Slayer here, and welcome back to SCP Doki Doki Anomaly. Yes, we're still playing this. I know it's been a while since the last episode, but I just wanted to play some other games before going back to this. Now, debating on which one of these I should visit. Guess I'll go 682. Normally it would take days to clear this kind of experiment with the higher-ups. But with Dr. Fields gone, I'm the highest ranking researcher we've got. God help us. They're really not taking any chances this time. Behind me, I hear Dr. Sherman fake a cough to hide his grin. On either side of us, a full legion of mobile task force guards watches us pass. Their black helmets and visors obscure their glares, but I can still feel the chill in the air. These men just lost friends because of a researcher like me couldn't handle his assignment. I carefully step to avoid the electric rails set into the floor as we approach SCP-682's containment chamber. We stop just inside the huge space. Before us sits a massive 5mm by 5mm by 5mm. Sorry about the interruption, everyone. Someone decided to come and say something. Before us sits a massive 5mm by 5mm by 5mm cube of reinforced steel filled with hydrochloric acid. In the acid hangs SCP-682 itself. Suspended between life and death as its body regenerates just as fast as the acid can eat it away. Dr. Sherman pulls out his notebook. As always, he'll be acting as my personal reality anchor. SCP-682. Can you understand me? I've come to talk to you about SCP-173. A low chuckle resonates through the room. I can feel it in the soles of my feet. SCP-682 flicks its massive tail to slowly turn away from the view screen. Do you know what happened to it? No response. SCP-682 has now floated, so its back is fully facing us. We don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. I had been hoping to avoid this. Were you? He watches me carefully as he hands me the novelty glasses. You're not immune to it. I know that too well. With a deep breath, I put on SCP-8008. Oh, look. Anime SCP-682. What the hell? She's so big. What did you expect? It's not going to change the proportions of the SCP. It takes me a moment to compose myself before I can speak. SCP-682. I need to know what happened during the breach. Ask nicely, Doctor. I'm gonna have to work on the voice as I go, trying to voice this character. It's not at all like I'd expected. Would you please tell me what happened? Before the sculpture comes to kill you, you think that too. What do I get in return for the information? I've never seen such a hostile smile. And what makes you think I want to get you first? In the corner of my eye, I see Dr. Sherman watching me carefully. I need to stay focused on SCP-682. You cannot be trusted. The acid swirls in little eddies around her as she laughs. You're a funny little human. What could you possibly want anyways? That I could give you at least. If you were to tell us where SCP-173 is, I can hear the creaking of plastic as the task force personnel shift their weight around the room. Their guns are still loaded. For now. Doctor. Silence! Everyone in the room instinctively covers their ears. I left 1 hour in the sunlight. That is my offer. Offer. Yeah, that's picking up. I was making sure my mic was picking up there. I relay the offer to Dr. Sherman. Answer the question. You may not have the luxury of time. Disgusting human. A sharp beep from the lead task force member's radio makes me pause. He looks at us, then picks up the line. The static-filled scream from the other end are so loud that he has to hold it at arm's length. Reinforcements! Send reinforcements! The voice is abruptly cut off. The radio goes dead. The silence that falls over the room is absolute. I was not finished with my demands. I want you to accompany me, Doctor. Me? Want me? Don't get any silly ideas, human. Dr. Sherman's scribbling has stopped waiting for my next words. I'm not sure I have got a better option. I don't know what to pick. One of these is definitely going to kill me. I guess for now I'll take accept. I accept. Wonderful. I look forward to it. See you tomorrow, I guess? I removed SCP-8008 and handed it to Dr. Sherman for safekeeping. Dr. Singer and I have decided it's the safest place for them. SCP-682's rambling laughter follows us out of the chamber. I can't help but wonder if I'm making the right decision. And time is running out. Once we're outside earshot of the guards, Dr. Sherman stops to look me dead in the eyes. You can't go through with this. It might be our best shot. Dr. Sherman runs his hand through his hair. Alright, fine. I trust you. Should we visit SCP-096? 096, probably. As per protocol, no one is actually allowed to enter SCP-096's containment chamber. The risk of accidentally glimpsing its face is just too high. And that's all it would take. SCP-096 cannot be stopped once you've seen its face. It will find you and kill you no matter what. Is this really such a good idea? Around us are armed task force personnel watch carefully, wary for any sign of trouble. Dr. Sherman, Dr. Singer, and I stood in front of SCP-096's sealed door. We don't have to do this. I roll my eyes at him. Well, unless you want to go on a sunset date with the big lizard. Dr. Sherman's face drains of color just thinking about it. Guess not then. Shall we? Dr. Singer hesitates before initiating the audio link. She didn't say anything at all to me yesterday. So don't be disappointed if this doesn't go like you hope. I nod and she punches in the code. Dr. Sherman hands me SCP-8008, looking like he'd rather be anywhere else. Centering myself, I put them on. She's singing. What? It's beautiful. Like a bird. It sounds so sad. Almost lonely. She stopped. Who's there? Hello? No, look away. Look away. She wants us to look away from the console. But I can't even. Don't look, please. She's begging us. Dr. Singer and Sherman both look awkwardly at the floor. Is that better? Yes. I need to ask you about yesterday. I need to talk to you about yesterday. No. I hate her. Don't make me. She screams so loud the speaker cuts out, but we can still hear it clearly through the hall. Task Force team leader steps forward, ready to intervene. Stand down. I try to put as much authority as I can into my voice. With Dr. Fields dead, I am the highest ranking official at this facility. Through his visor, I watch the man's eyes flicker between my face and my Class 5 authorization badge. Stand down. The task force man exhales, then returns to his post. I watch him a moment longer before returning my attention to SCP-096. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Please, talk to me. You're going to have her look at me again. No, I swear SCP-682 won't come anywhere near you. I just wanted to ask about SCP-173. We just need to know where it went. Then you'll leave me alone? Yes, then we'll leave you alone. Okay. Just like that, she's going to tell us? I try not to let my excitement show on my face. I want something first. Damn it. I knew it couldn't be that easy. Oh my, that would be so annoying if, like, you're interviewing a deadly SCP and it's just like, okay, I'll give you the information you want. First, you owe me something. Just like, really? What do you need in return? At my side, Dr. Sherman shoots me a look. I shrug. Her request might turn out to be something we can easily accommodate. It would almost certainly be less dangerous than what SCP-682 asked for. I want a bird. A bird? What? I like to sing with them. Just like I used to, back home. You mean out in the mountains? Okay, sure, you can have some recorded bird song. No! Again, we're forced to cover our ears against the piercing noise. I want a real bird! Real bird song! Nobody says anything for a long moment. Eventually I clear my throat. There's nothing there's no risk in letting 096 have a bird. If they actually wanted a bird. If, like, the Foundation found out that SCP-096 wanted a bird, I don't think they would deny that. Because the SCP could literally rip them apart at any second. So, I would imagine if they found out that it wanted a bird, they would give it a bird. They'd probably actually use it as a test to see if it would kill the bird. If it looked it in the face. We'll get you a real bird. You can have it by tomorrow. Then you'll tell us about what happened to SCP-173? Thank you. I take SCP-8008 off more aggressively than necessary, and the image of the girl on the screen is replaced by lifeless data. She wants birds? I nod, handing SCP-8008 back to Dr. Sherman, who stores them safely in his breast pocket. This is a bad idea. Why is it a bad idea? This is like the least dangerous thing you could give an SCP. Just slide a bird into the cell. It's not gonna do anything. Even if it gets angry, if the bird's in the cell, it's not gonna get out. Like, I'm sure it's a modifiable cell. In case of need for modification. I don't know how, but it is. You see, even he doesn't know how. Even he doesn't know how it's a bad idea. Explain to me how that's a bad idea. Gosh. This is the less risky option. What other choice do we have? The mental image of SCP-682 looms over all of us. I set off down the hallway, signaling the other researchers to follow. I nod to the task force team leader as we go. The man is as solemn as granite. We could just wait for the task force personnel to do their jobs. I agree, but it's as if a cloud is hanging over me, blurring my thoughts. Am I just tired, or is it something more insidious? Let's call it a day. We're all exhausted. No one argues with that. We'll talk about this in the morning, alright? Dr. Sherman looks at me, then at Dr. Singer. He shrugs, looking just as exhausted as I feel. Okay, let's get you back to the medical ward. My eyes drift closed just as soon as I'm tucked into bed. What a day. Everything swirls around my room. It swirls around in my mind as sleep overtakes me. Oh, what the bloody hell! I forgot this minigame. I forgot this existed. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, there we go. God, this screen is probably very hard to see for you guys. Oh shit, what the hell just happened? I've never had one that goes off screen before, okay. What the fucking hell? Why is there eyeballs? There, I see shit here. Fuck. I will kill you. What the bloody hell? How do I pass that? I'm confused. Where am I? Wait, what? The tunnels beneath the facility? I hear footsteps. And shouting. Is that? Holy shit. I hit the ground. What happened? I've fallen out of bed. The tile floor is cold on my cheek. What was that nightmare? My wrist hurts. Probably ripped the IV out. And the heart rate monitor, considering the alarm telling me I've flatlined. The door to my room flies open. Doctor! I look up to see my assistant silhouette in the doorway. The next moment, he's at my side. Oh, thank God. I thought, I'm fine. Just a nightmare. He looks at me strangely, somewhere between concern and relief. Some nightmare. Come on, let me help you. I sit on the edge of the bed, rubbing my sore wrist. The morning shift nurse arrives a moment later to check my vitals. Dr. Sherman hangs back, fidgeting with his favorite pen. Healthy as a horse. The nurse forces a smile for my benefit, but says nothing. Then Dr. Sherman and I are alone again. It was SCP-173. Dr. Sherman looks up at me. In my nightmare, that is. She's down in the tunnels. I think I even know where. No, you don't. It was just a dream. I'm not sure anymore. I sigh, weighing our options. We could give SCP-682 its hour of sunlight and pray it doesn't kill us all in the process. Or give SCP-096 its bird. And pray it also doesn't kill us all in the process. All our options kind of suck. Dr. Sherman actually laughs at that. You're right about that. So what should we do? Okay, why are the options go on a date with 682 or go on a date with 096? We're literally just giving 096 a bird and letting 682 into the daylight for a second. I mean, the closest thing to a date in this is 682's proposal of spending time in the daylight with us. 096, all she wants is a bird. Just throw a bird in the cell. Though we should probably check out the tunnels, considering we just got that dream sequence. We prepare for the descent into the tunnels beneath the facility as quickly as possible. Dr. Singer and Sherman and I are kitted with industrial-strength flashlights and rations, just in case. We're also outfitted with head-mounted radios, which should work even deep underground. I feel like a D-class. I grin, but Dr. Singer is stone-faced. The 6 task force personnel assigned to us don't seem to find it any funnier. I really wish I had a way to track SCP-173, other than acting as live bait. We need to stick together down there. Personnel have gotten lost in these tunnels. Why exactly did we build this site on top of a cave system again? That's actually a fair question. Someone above our pay grade probably knows. Great. One more thing to worry about down there. Horrors in the dark. Check. He's fiddling with SCP-8008, which is tucked in his breast pocket. We head down the last flight of stairs into the tunnels. Down here, the metal floors give way to rough stone. It's humid down here and cold. Every time I exhale, a little cloud of water vapor is emitted by my flashlight. We travel for some time through the seemingly endless tunnels, always heading down. We pass through several task force waypoint camps, which could have been set up to coordinate the search. Ow. The men watch us with dull eyes. There are no injured among them. But what they're tracking doesn't leave injured. Down. All the way down. It must have been at least an hour. My shoulders are aching from the tension. We come to a passage with nearly a dozen offshoot tunnels. I have no idea which way we should go. We all stop in our tracks suddenly on high alert. The task force personnel scan the darkness with their gun-mounted flashlights. The slim beams of light are insignificant in the oppressive blackness. What is it? Where's Sherman? We all look at each other. Dr. Sherman isn't here. We need to backtrack. We have to. Nobody move. She says so calmly that everyone freezes instantly. Her eyes are wide as she looks among task force personnel. They look equally terrified. I thought we only had 6 task force members with us. In the space of an instant, the man standing next to me is turned into a red slurry. It sprays the side of my face. Run! Singer and I book it for a random exit. I'm not even sure where we're going. Down. We're still going. Dr. Singer goes down behind me. Something has her leg. I can't see. And then she's gone. For a long moment, everything is perfectly silent. Only my own raging breath, ragged breathing, echoing back to me. Then I hear a quiet scraping noise. I run as fast as I can. My lungs are burning. My legs are screaming. A sudden drop in the path sends me sprawling. My wrist. A wave of nausea rolls through me as I curl up on the ground, protecting my arm. I can't. I look up. This is the cavern from my dream. And there, at the far end, is SCP-173. I almost don't even recognize it. And there, in front of it, is Dr. Sherman. Theron? He turns to look and... What? Where am I? This place seems familiar. Where's Dr. Sherman? Where's SCP-173? Where's... Oh, okay. Normal SCP game defying reality and logic and everything. Oh god, I can't see anything behind it. Okay, literally useless to even try and play the game. Okay, come on. Nope. What the bloody hell? Okay, this is the first one of these games that has ever done this before, made it literally impossible to play the game. Shit. Maybe if I can keep it going, come on. Maybe I have to keep the game going, is that it? Is that the trick? I don't get it. Climbing attempt. Oh god, how are you supposed to do this? The final two researchers were never recovered from the tunnel. Dr. Sherman was found wandering in the dark sometime later, wearing SCP-8008. He is physically unharmed, but redacted by the redacted. SCP-173 has been recontained. The next cohort of researchers will be brought in shortly to continue work on SCP-8008. The rest of the data is expunged. Holy shit, okay. That felt like a drug trip at the end. Holy fuck, that was impossible. I wonder if there's a way you can actually beat that. Because if there is, I am going to be very pissed. God. Okay, I'm gonna end this video here. Because, well, it's been more than long enough. So yeah, we got a game over apparently. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be an ending. Yeah, but I hope everyone has enjoyed. If you wish to join the ranks of the SCP Foundation, don't forget to shoot that like button, slay those comments, and contain that subscribe button. Anyway guys, I'll see you all in the next video, live stream, or whatever I do next. Peace!